Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning, actually, excuse me. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great Sunday morning. It's a hot one here in South Mississippi. I'm getting ready to cut my grass, but I figured I'd do a video first. I've got some completed models this week and some new models that I've built that I'm going to show off. But it was a busy week and weekend. I got some gaming in, watched some soccer. And it was a good week hobby wise. Up first, World Cup news: the United States lost to Turkey 3-2 on a last second goal by Turkey. So that's okay. Would have loved to finish the group stage undefeated, undefeated. So a tie would have been fine. A win would have been even better. But now we play Bosnia-Herzegovina in the knockout stage. It should be a good game. Excited to see how that goes. Hopefully Christian Pulisic is fully healthy and can start. And then if we win that one, we get the winner of Belgium and not Portugal, Ghana. Belgium and Ghana. So I'm sure that'll be a great game between those two, as they're both really good teams. I'm not sure which one I would rather us play in the quarterfinals, round of 16. I forget what the next stage is called, but it'll be a good one. But we got to beat Bosnia-Herzegovina first. Can't look ahead. They advanced for a reason, so gotta prepare for them. As I mentioned, I was able to do some gaming this weekend. I played Spearhead from Age of Sigmar from Games Workshop, and it was a load of fun. I had a ton of fun playing it. We used the new Ash Waste or City of Ash box. I think it's City of Ash box set. A friend of mine from work had it, or has it, and he played Cities. I played Skaven in the first game. We got 2 games in. I ended up beating him in the first one, and then he played his Sigmarines, why can't I think of what they're called? The Lightning Boys. Why I can't think of what they're called right off. Anyways, I'll stick with Sigmarines. That's embarrassing, but I'll stick with Sigmarines. And he beat me pretty good. I came back a little bit, killed his leader twice as he was able to bring him back, but I had a ton of fun with both games. I'm going to get a box set eventually. I'm leaning towards some of the undead, the skeletons, the Soul Black Gravelords, I believe they're called. Just because I like undead stuff, and it's the one with the White King and a bunch of what used to be Graveguard and just armored skeletons and some cool looking armored skeletal knights is the one I'm leaning towards, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know when that'll be, but sometime in the future. Until then, I'm just going to keep playing games with what he has and have loads of fun. Up next, I'm going to show you what I got painted. Excuse me. It's the 6 models from last week. I've got them finished. Really happy with how they came out. Yeah, and so let's just get started. I even have them based, even with their tufts. But here's the first guy, screaming. Got his pole arm pointed like he's about to take on cavalry or something. Really simple paint schemes, one of these guys. As I've said before, and I will continue to say, they're peasants, and they're going to be in a block. They don't have to look amazing. Here's the next one. But I am happy with the way they turned out. A good contrast paints, and then a traditional base paint for the middle, and then a Nolan wash. Nolan wash, and then highlighted the skin back up, and Corvus Black on the fleur-de-lis, and I think they turned out fantastic. So, actually, let me move these over here. fleur-de-lis a little crooked. Like, they're not great, these fleur-de-lis. I actually, on the next 3, did something a little different with the fleur-de-lis. Gave a different design, something that's a little easier and more natural. I say natural, more traditional looking, as you'll see here. I didn't curve the bottom of these side pieces back up. I just left them kind of straight, somewhat curved. They're just not curved back up. So, other than that, everything's the same. It's like the same 5 or 6 colors. Let's see here. 7 colors, including the metallic, and then 9, including the yellow and the black. So, just spread around on these guys. This guy's hiding behind a shield, barely looking above it. Maybe he's a little scared. Who knows what horrors he's facing on the battlefield as a Bretonnian peasant. So, yeah, and I like the way these fleur-de-lis look a lot better. Like I said, they look more traditional. It looks more like how it is on the flag. But that's all right. As I've said, it's the peasants are painting these fleur-de-lis. And they paint them how they think they look. That's my backstory, and I'm sticking to it. So, and then here's the last one. This guy may be in prayer to the Lady of the Lake. They're just looking down. Maybe he's accepted his fate. Who knows what? But his head's a little more tilted downward. Yeah. Like I said, happy with the way these turned out. They look grim. They look dirty. They look like what you would imagine peasant soldiers to look like in Warhammer, the old world. All right. That's what I got painted. But I did do a decent amount of building yesterday. Met up with my dad. He builds model cars, and he built on his cars, and I built up some stuff for my Teutonic Knights Baron's War list. So up first is 6 spearmen. These are the Victrix Sergeant's kit. Really happy with the way they came out. It's just some bodies I had left over on a couple of the sprues in the set. They're all in these padded jerkins. I don't think any of them have any chainmail. I could be wrong about that, but as that's how I typically run my spearmen, is just in padded armor for the Baron's War. Did a couple of 2-handed guys. This guy's stabbing down at somebody or something. I think he looks exceptionally cool. Got the shield on the back to show that they have large shields. Haven't based these guys yet, put them on their washers. I've still got to do that. I may do that today. I'm not sure. This guy, like, he's going to use it more like a staff or something like that, where he's just bracing or getting ready or repositioning. But he's got the shield on the back as well. These models are just so beautiful, and they have such character, and the details are so crisp and just clean and just amazing. This guy is stabbing down with more of like a boar spear. As he lunges forward more so. This guy kind of advancing, running forward, or maybe he's lunging with his spear to the side. But I think he's more so like trying to get in position or running to get in position or to maybe even save a buddy. Who knows? And then another double-handed guy running to get into position. Yeah, they're incredible. That wasn't all I built. Like I said, next I built 6 archers from the Archers and Crossbowmen set. The sprue is weird because you get 6 guys per sprue. You get way more than 6 crossbows, but you get 6 bows. But, like, they don't have it to where you can put... It doesn't show in the instructions, that like those 6 bows go to 6 different guys. It shows 2 guys that can use those 6 bows. But it also states that any arm can go with any body. So you can mix them around and stuff like that. But I wish they would have shown the bows go into individual bodies, whatever. But I used a mixture of bodies. I didn't use just the 2 of those 6 that they recommend. And I'm really happy with the way they turned out. This guy's just released. Still got the bow bent back. Should be an arrow there, but that's fine. But got him. This guy getting ready to loose. And his chainmail. Looking down the arrow there. And again, just like the Sergeant's kits, these models are incredible. Well put together, easy to put together. Very well designed, great detail. Yeah, just all around fantastic models, which I stated in my review when I did my reviews of these. Early this year or late last year, I forget exactly when I did it. Here's this guy getting ready to string an arrow. Is that what you would call it? Yeah, fantastic detail. And I'm excited to get back to my Teutonic Knights list. Here's this guy. He's looking down and just loosed an arrow. Maybe he's up on an elevated position or something like that. But real quick, because I've got 2 different thoughts going. They all have these bundles of arrows that come with the kit. They don't have actual quivers, which I guess your basic, for the most part, like peasanty or lower class archers probably wouldn't have a quiver with arrows. They'd have these bundles that they would grab from a wagon or from someone handing them out, or you know, in a fortress or whatever. That's how they would be armed. They wouldn't have a quiver full of arrows like, say, an adventurer would. Here's this guy getting ready to draw back. But yeah, very excited to get back to my Teutonic Knights project. These guys will be next for that. But I'm going to finish my Bretonnian block first. I've got 6 more guys to do, 6 more men-at-arms to paint up. They're primed already, built and primed. So I'll get started on them probably today or this week. We'll have to see. But they're a lot of fun to do. And then after I do that, I'll probably go to these archers and spearmen, because they should be fairly easy to paint up. Should be pretty quick, as there's not as much, I say not as much detail. The models have more detail, but they're sergeants and men-at-arms, or archers and men-at-arms, sergeants. So we'll have to see how that goes. And yeah, I'll talk about whenever I get those started. But that's going to be it from me, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. We're really close to 100 subscribers. Be really cool to see that happen pretty soon. Share the video if you want with friends, family members, gaming buddies, whoever. Really appreciate it, just to get the channel out there and see it grow. Trying to do a hobby update every week, whether I have models completed or I'm just coming to you showing what I've worked on, or what I've gamed, or whatever the case may be. So that's it from me, guys. If you have any questions or anything like that, leave it down in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next one.